So I just kind of wanted to quickly go over what GIMP is about. It's pretty cool software. If you don't want to go spend the $500 for Photoshop, or I don't know how much for some other photo editing software, you can just use GIMP. I've had a lot of success with it. Great. I've kind of spent a lot of time learning it. There's a lot of tools, With anything, you're gonna have to take some time to get over that learning curve. So I just want to show you a few features of GIMP. We can go to File and then go to New. We can make whatever kind of project we want to do. These are great for banners or any kind of graphics that you want to put on your site. Whether it be pictures on a page or on a sidebar or whatever you want to do. We can do whatever we want. We can make an image that's, say, 500 pixels by 500 pixels. And if we go under advanced options, I personally kind of like to go with transparency because that makes it a PNG image, or you can save it as a PNG image. If you don't know what those two are, JPEG or JPG is there's no transparency, meaning that whatever you save is going to go over the top of whatever background you have on your website. In a PNG image, you can save transparency, so you could say go to the text tool, drag a little box here, write something like I like pizza, and then center it and make it bigger. Drag this box to the center and change the color to green, and then go up to select. I guess that won't work, but that's what you're going to see. Whatever your website is going to be the background on this checkered background. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but this is your layer guide, and I'm just going to erase I like pizza by deleting the layer, so we're back to square one. I just want to show you a few different things of how this works. So we'll go to the blend tool and we'll pick some ugly colors like, say, neon green and blue. Let's see what that does. So this is your foreground, this is your background. You can choose different gradients and you can change the gradients. And if you hold Control, it makes a straight line right down to the bottom. Boom. There's a gradient tool. It goes from green and blends to blue. Important thing, go to Edit, undo blend, you're back to square one. But you can also go to Edit and redo blend. So keep those in mind because those are those are important things that I use all the time. So let's make something really ugly real quick. We'll let's go with a say something blue like that. I'm not going to hold Control down, but I am going to drag it from one corner to the next. Something not too bad. We'll go to our text tool, and we'll just I'll try to make a square that's exact size of this little project here. And it's going to give you a little GIMP text editor. We'll type in I love pizza, and we'll give it an exclamation mark. But you can close this now, by the way. Here's our color. I don't think we want this color because, as you can see, it doesn't blend. It's kind of hard to read. So let's make it red. See what that does. Stands out a lot better. We're gonna probably want to change the font. I'm kind of a fan of Georgia. See, Georgia would be after CD E. There's Georgia right there. I love pizza. That looks pretty good. Maybe bold. Ooh, it's even better. And we'll change the size to 650 and I'm going to try to make this go down to the middle right there. There's really not a lot to it. Doesn't take a lot of experiment to figure out how this works. I love pizza. It's a red statement with Georgia bold on a gradient that goes from kind of a slate blue down to a darker blue. And you can see the layers right here. We can create a new layer and make these disappear by clicking the little eye, and we're going to just drag a texture over here like that. I don't know what that is, but it's like rain maybe. We'll show those again, and we're going to make this opacity go down so we can see our prior layers. If that makes sense. You can kind of see this new layer. You can see I love pizza, and you can see the background color. It's really simple. It's not in depth. This is kind of a really bad example, but that's how GIMP works. That's how Photoshop works. They're just set up differently. But GIMP is free. If you don't want to spend the money on Photoshop or some other programs, try GIMP out. It really works well. And we'll just delete this layer here. We're going to merge this layer down. So now you have one layer that has words on a background, and you have something, you have a little, well, you really don't have a good picture, but you can go to the crop tool. What we're going to do is we're just going to cut that out right here. Whoops, I have the wrong tool selected. Crop tool, and there we go. There's a little logo. So I hope you found this interesting, or at least somewhat, helpful. And I will see you in the next video.